Have you ever stood beneath a truly dark sky, far from city lights, and felt that quiet tug at the edge of your soul? Not just wondering what's out there, but what true darkness actually means. Not the kind in your room when you flip a switch. No, I'm talking about a darkness with weight, a darkness with intent, a presence so vast it can swallow stars whole, bend the fabric of reality, and make light itself simply give up. Out there, between the great filaments of galaxies, lives something that defines that darkness. Astronomers call it TON 618, but names fail it. It's not just a black hole. It's a rewriting of what space even means. It warps time, crushes imagination, challenges our place in everything. And yet, here's the first contradiction. By definition, a black hole hides itself completely. So tell me, my friends, how can we see it at all? That question is where our story begins. How do you see the unseeable? And the answer doesn't start with satellites, but with stubborn humans and a few fragile glass plates. Let's travel back. 1950s. The world rebuilding, hearts still raw, eyes turned upward. At Tonantzintla Observatory in Mexico, astronomers weren't chasing black holes. They were cataloging light. Photograph by photograph, they mapped the heavens. On one plate, they noticed an oddity. A point of light far too bright to be a nearby star, yet far too distant to shine that fiercely. It didn't move. Not a comet, not an asteroid, just a fixed beacon from the impossible distance. A ghost in silver nitrate, and that ghost was TON 618, or rather the furious heart of it, a quasar feeding on its own galaxy. So we didn't see the black hole, we saw the chaos it caused, the brilliant death cry of matter being devoured. But here's the new riddle. How can destruction shine brighter than creation itself? Black holes don't glow. They have no furnaces, no flames. They are, by definition, black. So where does that blazing light come from? From the tragedy that surrounds them. Picture entire rivers of gas streaming toward the event horizon. They collide, compress, and heat to hundreds of millions of degrees. At that heat, matter doesn't whisper, it screams. X-rays, gamma rays, visible light, all the final words of atoms about to vanish. That glow is their farewell letter to the universe. And TON 618's appetite is beyond belief. Its accretion disk stretches hundreds of light years. To stand anywhere near it would be to cease to exist. Gravity there doesn't pull, it unravels. You'd be pulled apart long before the thought danger crossed your mind. So the light we see is the funeral fire of falling matter. But even funerals need fuel. Where did TON 618 find enough to burn this bright for so long?
Let's talk scale. TON 618 weighs over 66 billion suns. Not million, billion. If you gathered every star in the Milky Way, you'd still fall short. Scientists call it an ultramassive black hole, a category that nearly stands alone. But what truly chills cosmologists isn't size, it's age. The light we see left TON 618 over 10 billion years ago. The universe was a child then. By all models, such monsters shouldn't exist that early. Imagine a baby, just a few years old, already 7 feet tall. Our equations say it shouldn't happen, yet there it is, shining across time, defying growth itself. Either our cosmic story is missing whole chapters, or TON 618 broke the rules entirely. born not as a seed, but as a full-grown forest. Could anything be born that big?
For decades, we thought we understood where black holes came from. A massive star lives, burns, collapses, and dies. From that death, gravity wins. A neat cycle, predictable, poetic, almost comforting. But TON 618 doesn't fit the story. It's too big, too early, too powerful. If black holes are supposed to grow over billions of years, then TON 618 feels like a final boss that spawned in the tutorial level. To explain that glitch, scientists proposed something radical, a new kind of birth called the direct collapse model. Imagine the early universe, no stars, no planets, just oceans of hydrogen and helium drifting through the dark. Now picture one of those clouds so massive that even light couldn't escape its gravity once it started falling inward. No explosion, no supernova, no warning. Just a quiet, silent implosion of a cosmic cloud, collapsing straight into a black hole, millions of times the sun's mass, born ancient, from the very beginning. If that's true, TON 618 isn't just another black hole. It's a living fossil, a survivor from the universe's first dawn, a witness to the birth of everything. But even that answer feels incomplete, because when we run the numbers, the math begins to tremble. Its gravity is too absolute, its influence too wide. It bends space not like a single object, but like a wound stitched into the fabric of the universe itself. Some physicists whisper that perhaps TON 618 isn't just a thing inside the universe. Maybe it's connected to the universe, a relic of a previous cosmic cycle or a bridge to physics we haven't written yet. And here's the paradox that keeps them awake at night. If TON 618 is a fossil, it remembers the first light. But if it's a tear in reality, it might remember something older than light itself. Maybe the universe still keeps secrets that light can't touch. And maybe that's exactly why we keep looking. Because every time we meet a mystery like TON 618, we're reminded the cosmos isn't finished speaking yet. We just have to keep listening.
If this journey into the dark lit a spark in you, if TON 618 made the cosmos feel both terrifyingly vast and somehow personal, then stay with us. Subscribing isn't just about buttons or numbers. It's about joining a circle of wanderers, a community staring into infinity together. Because, my friends, the universe has endless stories left to tell, and I'd rather not face that darkness without you.